In the news, Customs intercept 1,387 cartons of Tramadol in rivers. NECO postpones examinations over low registration. Issuance of passports to take 6 weeks. And talking taekwondo, Anyanya Cho ranks 62nd in the world. Details coming up shortly. This is 2S Television, your digital first Pan-African news network. I am Merciful Ajinomo, and this is 2S News 360. Nigerian Customs Service has intercepted about 1,387 cartons of Tramadol tablet, which was kept in 1,000 cartons of ceramic tiles in rivers. It was disclosed by the spokesperson for the Area 2 Command, One Port in Rivers, Mrs. Ifeoma Ojukwu, on Wednesday. She said international partners made the seizure possible. Mrs. Ojukwu said the same carton that was used to package the ceramic tiles was also used to package the Tramadol 120 mg capsules. Over the years, we have witnessed migration of people from one country to the other, legally or illegally. While some persons find fulfillment and growth in the new host countries, the case is not the same for some, as most people get stranded and may never get to their destinations. Worst case scenario, people also lose their lives in the process. But how can we talk about these types of issues if we don't have the facts? The report.
Given the rationale behind the exhibition, Creative Director Act for Humanity Foundation, Osaze Efe, and the representative of UNESCO, says the exhibition is tailored to highlight the many-sided external experiences of individuals who have migrated. According to them, it is an experimental work that seeks to give a broader perspective to what the issues of migration are.
The story behind these images are bringing the narrative home in a way that you can really relate with the struggles, with the issues and the realities of migration through these artworks.
It's a multidimensional problem that calls for a multi-channel, multi-approach solution generally.
The artists all gave insights into what their pictures represents.
If you know you want to travel abroad, you should go legally and not illegally.
This journey had it had a lot of psychological effect on her, which is normal.
She felt like she cannot release all those memories of her mom, so she keeps them in her passageway where she stores them. This is a shelf of her that is her mom's, filled with the memories of her family. And here she is in her living room where she has been for years, watching a movie on a Sunday evening after making a Filipino dish.
Migration can be an emotional and divisive issue. Within the politics of many countries, within the communities it affects, and even within families and friendship groups. These young photojournalists, through their photos, have been able to dispel some myths about migration and are unanimously calling on intending migrants to migrate legally and shun every illegal act.
Talking education, the National Examinations Council, NECO, on Wednesday has announced the rescheduling of the National Common Entrance Examination. The examination was initially scheduled for Saturday, May 29, 2021, but was postponed to Saturday, June 5, 2021, as approved by the Federal Ministry of Education. The Council said it will enable states with low registration of candidates opportunity to register their candidate for the examination. NECO Council disclosed this in a statement by its Head of Information and Public Relations Division, Aziz Sani, titled NECO Reschedules 2021 National Common Entrance Examinations. The Council advised parents, guardians and candidates to download the new examination timetable from its website. Comptroller General of the Nigeria Immigration Service, Mohammed Babandede, has announced that the issuance of passports will now take 6 weeks. This development comes a week after the NIS shortlisted candidates for screening and possible employment into the Nigeria Immigration Service. Babandede made the announcement in a statement on Tuesday while addressing journalists through the Service Public Relations Officer, Sunday James. The PRO quoted Babandede at the NIS headquarters in Abuja during a media briefing on innovations and administration for ease in passport issuance and processing following the decoration of 87 newly promoted Assistant Comptroller General and Comptrollers of Immigration Service. This is your digital first Pan-African News Network, TOS Television, and you're watching TOS News 360. More stories when we return. Do stay. Thanks for staying. Chief Public Relations Officer of Western Naval Command, Mehul Karnik, has announced that a barge sank off India's west coast and killed 14 people after a powerful cyclone barreled into the country. The storm smashed into an oil field near Mumbai and sank the P-305 barge that had 261 personnel on board. Ships and aircraft belonging to the Navy have been trying to locate other missing personnel off Mumbai's coast since Monday, when the barge and some other vessels were affected by the cyclone. The Navy said the 14 bodies have been recovered from the rescue operation and over 180 people have been rescued from the barge. It also added that 3 ships and aircraft have continued the search for the remaining personnel. However, the state government said India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi is to conduct a survey of the affected areas. Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez has sent troops to monitor the border after at least 8,000 migrants from Morocco entered Spain illegally through the Ceuta and Melilla borders on Tuesday. According to Prime Minister Sanchez, the incident is a serious issue for Spain and Europe as it plans to re-establish order in the region. He also said he would visit the North African territories of Ceuta and Melilla. Ceuta regional leader Juan José Vivas said the incident happened because of the absolute passivity of the Moroccan authorities. He said it was impossible to know how many migrants had entered the enclaves because of the disorderliness of the incident, but about 4,000 have been sent back to Morocco already. And Germany has made a deal to pay reparations to Namibia for the genocide that killed about 75,000 people in 20th century. Namibia will be compensated with social projects benefiting the descendants of the genocide survivors who will be funded by Germany. Meanwhile, report has it that Frank-Walter Steinmeier, Germany's president, will also tender a formal apology to the Namibian parliament. Between 1904 and 1908, German occupiers in Namibia almost destroyed the Herero and Nama peoples as they consolidated their rule in the new colony in Southwest Africa. Half of the Herero and Nama people who were imprisoned in concentration camps died of disease, malnourishment, overwork, beatings, and executions. Some historians have described the bloodshed as the first genocide of the 20th century. In talking COVID-19, Malawian health authorities have burned 19,610 expired doses of the AstraZeneca coronavirus vaccine. This, it said, will reassure the public that all vaccines given are safe. Vaccination in Malawi has been low and health workers hope this move will help increase public confidence. Out of 18 million people, the country has recorded 34,232 confirmed cases and 1,153 deaths. The country received 102,000 AstraZeneca vaccine doses from the African Union on the 26th of March and used almost 80%. But the expiry date on the labels was 13 April, so vials were taken out of the cold chain. For the record, Malawi is the first African country to publicly do this. According to the latest ranking for May 2021, Tokyo Olympics bound Elizabeth Anyanyacho is now ranked 62nd in the world. For Taekwondo, Miss Anyanyacho was the first woman to qualify Nigeria for the Taekwondo event of the Olympics in 16 years. She has been grabbing vital points at the Turkish Open despite losing at the quarterfinal stage of the Tokyo Olympics. Anyanyacho is now 6th in Africa from the latest ranking. Other African women on the list include Ruth Gbagbe of Côte d'Ivoire, Egypt Hadaya Malik, Gabon's Urgence Moga, Marie Frederic Epiti of Côte d'Ivoire, and Wafay El Ati of Morocco. Ms. Anyanyacho believes the ranking is just a number on a table, but seeing the improvement is encouraging because it shows she has been working extremely hard in training. Her current target is to be in the top 20 in the world. And that is TOS News 360 on your digital first Pan-African News Network. For more updates, visit www.tostvnetwork.com. Follow and like our social media handles on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And remember to subscribe on YouTube. Stay with us and enjoy more programs on the network. I am Merciful Ajinama. Many thanks for watching.
But we as a continent right now